Good evening, good evening, good evening. Statman AJT here. My main man, Hollywood Mike, Young Damo the Disciple, stretching his absence. We are the Number Streets Podcast. Gentlemen, how we doing?
All is well, all is well, all is festive. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great, man. You know what I'm saying? We have our conversation behind closed doors, man. I'm feeling great, man. You know what I'm saying? Feeling lovely, man. You know what I'm saying? Feeling good, bro.
What was this, bro? What you doing?
My beard. You know what I'm saying? They love the beard, baby. Don't get it twisted now.
Oh
Don't
God.
get it
Okay.
twisted.
Okay. Um, we got we got a lot to talk about tonight, man. Brotherhood, Hoop League. I think we on week 5, week 6. NBA playoffs. We actually have a lot to talk about with the NBA playoffs, and we have a interesting conversation that we're going to have about Nikola Jokic. So y'all stay tuned for that, man. Hope y'all get engaged, give y'all thoughts, give y'all opinions. We're gonna get right into it. Damon, go ahead, give your 30-second shout out or your
Shout out to
15 seconds.
everybody, man. Appreciate you.
Mike, I got a question. When Stretch do that, you don't say nothing, but with Damo, you let him get away with the
What, the 30 with the same shout outs?
yeah.
He's that's little bro though. That's little bro, so you know what I mean? You don't know no better.
No.
Little bro. My
Well, you like 3 times his age, so maybe you could teach him. Go ahead with your shout out.
Hey, listen, man. Shout out to everybody, man. My kids. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to God. And I should have put God first, but I just left. I just left Juicy Crab. Take that for how you want to take it, but shout out to you guys, man. Hey, man. Just shout out to life and love, and shout out to everybody that's been rocking with us, man. So, Hollywood feeling good, man. I just have no idea. I'm feeling great. So, y'all know, but let's continue. Let's get into it.
Yeah,
This beard is growing though. This beard is definitely growing though.
I'm sure. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. For me, my normal shout outs, God, Bree, my mom, y'all, Stretch, Virginia Neptunes, Brother Hoop League, man, all the people who like, subscribe, share, man. Thank y'all. We appreciate y'all, man. Just big love to everybody, man. Peace and love to everybody. Y'all ready? Brotherhood Hoop League week 5, man. We got a good slate of games coming up. First game, if I'm not mistaken, Mike, y'all play at noon, right?
We played the last game, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Y'all play the last game.
Right.
Make sure y'all pull up too and support, man. We love to have y'all. We really, the gym is packed, but bring more. I mean, we would love to have everybody there coming out to support. Support your local basketball league, man. We really outside, so we love to have you. Week 5. Let me see. Get the schedule. All right. Team Flick is going against Mamba Bloodline. Now, their team, Mamba Bloodline, is expected to have quite a few absences, especially from their, arguably their 2 best players. And, plus Kurt. Versus Team Flick, mid-season MVP Jason Dietrich, leading his team, coached by Rat, Jermaine Dietrich. What are y'all looking forward to in this game?
I go. Oh yeah, I think you said Team Flick versus Bloodline. I think. Can we? Did you say who's gonna be missing?
If I'm not mistaken, from what I've heard, Tay, Kurt, and Chaz.
So
I haven't been told that Chaz wasn't going to be there, but
Kurt, Tay, and Chaz.
Yeah.
So
gonna
Y'all
text.
remember the Kobe 81?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sunday incoming, Dietrich. So listen, man. Hey, listen, man. You know, I know I get in trouble sometimes when I do stuff like this. People get mad at me. But you can't miss 3 guys and think you're gonna have the same team.
I don't know about Chaz for sure,
Well,
but
well, well,
Tay and Kurt.
I just text Chad, so.
Well, if it's 3, then I don't know how you overcome that, right? Good as Trell is, we got some other standouts there, but I don't know how you overcome that. I don't know who guards Dietrich, but if it's 3 guys out, I got Team Flick. I just don't think you can just miss 3 guys, 3 key guys.
Oh yeah, D Knight said Chaz is out. So okay.
Well, okay, then Dietrich 81. And I'm saying that jokingly, but you can't miss 3 guys and then think that, you're gonna be able to win. I just think that, Team Flick they're a different team than they were the first game of the season on scrimmage to now. They're competitive. They got a bona fide MVP candidate who's going to win MVP by landslide. It's just me. But I just think you just can't overcome 3 guys, 3 key guys. They're starters, right? They're starters. What do you do? There's no game plan where you can say, hey, let's do this. There's no game plan in place that's going to allow
Well, I was going to ask you as a coach, like, what would you, what would you do if you were AB? Shout out to AB, in this situation.
Well, for me, and I've been saying this since Dietrich's been in the league. I've stated you double Dietrich. You sell out and you double him and you make other guys beat you.
Okay.
You cut up half of his production and you make other guys beat you. I don't know, Jermaine is pretty solid, but I don't know if you're able to get a heavy dose of Jermaine and where he's going to get a lot of attempts. He's a cleanup guy. I think he leads the league in rebounding. So I don't know if you get a heavy dose of him where you're going to get his shot attempts to get up, but you got to make someone else beat you. If it's me, if I'm AB, I'm doing an all-out blitz on Dietrich. You've seen a little bit of that last night when Denver blitzed Ant-Man. They blitzed him 29 times.
Yep, we're gonna talk about that later too.
So and then again, and then you cut off that production, and then you put the ball out of Dietrich's hand, and then you live with the results. I think that's the only the game plan you can go with. I apologize, Rad, if I'm giving teams a game plan or a blueprint, but that's what I would do. We're analysts, so we're going to give our opinion, and then you hope Bloodline can make shots. Is this going to be a game for Trail to do what he needs to do? This is Trail's game. To see what Trail can do, go downhill like Trail can do. And so those are my thoughts, though. And I think if they do that, they can limit him from scoring because he would average 29 a game. 29, if you can get him to hold him to maybe 18, 17, 18, it's gonna be hard to do.
That's a tall task.
That's a tall task, but I mean, half the production is 15, and I think he's gonna score more than 15. He's gonna go to the line a lot. That's what you got to do, and if you do that, you got a shot. You have a shot. Melo, I'm assuming Melo's gonna start for Bloodline. So it's a tall task, but that's just my thoughts.
Damo.
AB can do is try to come up with a game plan. I don't necessarily think that doubling, running, and jumping these guys is a good idea when they're probably only gonna have 5 players or 6.
You mean Bloodline?
Yeah, they're probably only gonna have about 5 or 6 bodies. Like, I don't think that's a smart idea.
Well, I forgot about that, but then Damo, let me ask you this, not to cut you off, but then again, I think you got to muddy up the game. Then who are you going to put on Dietrich?
But you got to preserve your bodies, though, man. Like,
who are you going to put on Dietrich? Because the problem for Bloodline is that who's their scorer now? So you can't go bucket for bucket with Dietrich.
No, you cannot.
you got to muddy up the game. You got to double them. It got to be a low scoring game, and then you got to live with the results. Because I understand about the bodies, but you're gonna let that man go. You see what he did last week, 24 out of 28, and they played against and to me they played against a better team last week.
Might have to go zone.
Huh?
Might have to go zone.
Well, he was hitting that 3 last week.
Yeah, Tate Tuck, and you'll have to put him on there.
Yeah, that's what Aaron actually just said. What's up, Aaron?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I like Tate's defense, but then you get up the height advantage.
I mean, the height advantage is going to be the height advantage. There's no one else on the team that is height. I mean, unless you put Melo on. I mean,
right.
He'll not
height, so I just like to sell out on a star player to cut half the production because I have to be convinced that the other guys can beat us, and not to say the guys can't, but they haven't had the ability to do so thus far. No one has said, "Hey, these guys are going to beat us." They haven't done that. They've just been like, let Detroit get 30, and I don't think you can continue to do that. That's just my opinion, but we'll see. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. I just had to ask you a question.
Nah, I mean, I just don't know how Smart selling out and having these guys run a double with only 5 or 6 bodies. I just don't know if that's going to work. Like, I mean, you got to preserve your guys. You can't tire them out. Like,
that's true.
They need to preserve energy.
So, that's true.
I mean, you could try it. I don't know, man. So who do they have? It's gonna be Trail, Tate Tuck, Melo. Who else?
Melo. Who else they got? Stats. You got their roster.
Rail.
We said Rail.
Newborn.
Tate Tuck, Melo.
What's up, man? Newborn.
What you do tonight, dog?
Huh? You can put Newman on them.
No, not Newman. They got Nori, Fred, Fred, and Melo.
You can put Nori. You can put Nori on Dietrich.
Yeah, you could.
For height wise, yeah. You can do that.
Yeah, I just the lack of bodies is interesting. I need more. I need more from Melo in this game. Melo got to give him something. I think at least 2 of their guys need to get 15 to keep this game close. Because the thing is, like, Bloodline is a defense team, but they're missing their best defensive player in Kurt. But they don't score enough and that's with Tate on the team. So I'm trying to figure out where the points are going to come from. You know what I mean? Without Tate there.
So Dietrich going to outscore the Bloodline by himself.
No, I'm not saying that. But
that's what we're looking at, because they don't score with Tate and Kurt to begin with, and Chaz to begin with. Now you're taking out 3 of your best players, and you're saying, "Hey, let's score." That's why when Damo says, "Hey," and I get Damo saying that they don't have the bodies, but if you try to go shot for Dietrich, and he gets on the bitter like he did last week, then what do? Because let's look at it from this standpoint. They played the Kings. The Kings team is better than Bloodlines without Tate, Kurt, and Chaz.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you see what he did. So it's just.
I mean, if Kurt was there to limit Dietrich some,
right? I agree with you.
That would help, but he's not even going to be there. So Tate Tuck is the best option, as y'all mentioned.
Defensively, yeah, he's a great defender.
Or Nori. Nori's
right.
active for sure. He just got to stay out of foul trouble.
And there's no knock on Bloodlines. It's just that you're asking those guys to, sustain everything and hold down the fort when you're missing 3 starters.
It's gonna be a tall task, though.
Yeah, that's tough.
I think that's pretty obvious. I'm probably gonna go with Flick to win that game.
Yeah, Mike.
Flick. I got Flick. 65-48.
Okay. I got Flick too. I don't think it's gonna be 65 in this league is high scoring.
Well, you're gonna have 40.
Okay. But I do have Flick winning. I think that is, too much to overcome.
And I'm kidding, guys. Like, I'll be playing, but
You say you gonna have? You said what?
I said Dietrich gonna have 40.
Yeah, I mean, he might, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, I don't think that's impossible for him.
No, it's definitely not impossible.
What's the over? What's the over? Get your parlay guy, your FanDuel guy back.
Oh yeah, Steve Freeman.
Get
honestly, the over under might be 30.
I'm taking over.
He's at least gonna get 30 tomorrow.
Yeah, taking over.
Okay.
Unless maybe it's like a blowout and everyone's getting off, and maybe you
right.
Rest, I don't know.
Right.
Okay, look, Ned put 27 and a half over under. Okay. I think that's a good number, by the way. I said 30, so that ain't too far from that.
I'll say you're gonna get the over.
You think? Yeah, probably. Next game, and this is actually a really good one. Team Jelly versus Mamba Mentality. Team Jelly led by Jew Ham, their coach AJ Prayer. Mamba Mentality undefeated, led by Coach Pap and J Mac, my brother, John, Melvin, X, Trig. I think this is a really good game, and two teams who play similarly. I got a lot of thoughts on this one. Damo, you go first, because I got a lot of thoughts.
Is Kenyon gonna be there?
Right, that's my thought.
Okay, yeah. So then we all in agreement right. on that. I have not. I don't know. I'll text Jew and ask him. Jew, if you're watching, I'm about to text you. We break news at the Number Streets podcast too.
If Kenyon's gonna be there, I like their chances. I think they can put up a game. I want to see somebody. I want to see somebody really test. I mean, outside of y'all have tested them. I think the bullies, y'all tested them, but I want to see a thriller, man. I hope it goes down to the wire. And, I want to see somebody get knocked them off, man. But ultimately, I think they're gonna end up winning that game. Yeah, I think they'll win.
Listen, man, I hate being in this situation. I hate being the bad guy that I feel like people think I'm just
mentality, right?
Yeah.
So John.
I just think I
think mentality wins that game. I mean, I think Jelly has the potential to make it a close one, but I think mentality ends up pulling that one.
I hate being in this situation. I hate being the guy like, Hollywood. He be talking crazy about our team. I just don't. Listen. I love you. I love CJ. Murdoch, Jake, Ham is absolutely just tremendous. I just don't see where there's light at the end of the tunnel for these guys. And I'm just being just a basketball now. I just don't see the only way that I think Jelly has a chance because it's an early game for mentality. It's an early game because whoever the schedule maker is, they've gotten some home cooking in terms of the time frame. They've had some late afternoon games. You got a 10 o'clock game, but I just don't see. I love Ham. I think Ham's going to get his. I think Jude, but I just think mentality is one of those teams. They're UNLV 1990. Like, let's be honest. They're UNLV 1990. They beat everybody by 20, 30 points. And I think that Jelly's going to keep it close. Jude's going to have to be spectacular. Ham's going to have to be spectacular. But there's two guys. CJ is going to have to contribute. Kenyon's going to have to be absolutely phenomenal. But even if Kenyon is phenomenal, you're throwing Denari, you're throwing X. They got bodies after bodies coming in the game. So it's just like, what are you going to do? So, again, Jew, CJ, I love y'all, but look, this is just Hollywood being an analysis. Again, I got it, like 75-52. Listen, Listen,
What?
hey, listen. You know how Hollywood gonna get the real analysis, baby. You know, hey Dom, I know you always do this. Big bro gonna get to you real. And listen, I hope
You think
it's a
they're
great
going to win
game.
by 23 points?
Hey, listen, mentality is a real juggernaut. They played the bloodlines. Stats. We interviewed Dave at halftime. We interviewed him. They almost won by 20. You know, and again, you know, I will say I'm joking. Okay. I said 75-52. Okay, 74-52. Okay, listen.
Right, Ned. Right.
What did he say? No. Hold on. Why is it out the realm of possibility that mentality can't blow out Team Jelly? Let's think of they're on a roll. And again, this is no
They've
knock
been on the
Juice.
roll.
There's no knock on Juice's team. What I'm saying is that mentality had the game of the week last week against Bloodlines. It was a 20-point blowout. Let's be honest. I'm just being honest. I'm doing analysis based on and doing them. They're the 2-game losing streak, right?
So yes. So I just texted you and I let him know that we was on the pod. He said Kenyon should be there for sure.
Okay. Kenyon's there. I didn't know Kenyon would be there. Okay, 75-57. Listen. I'm a real analysis. I'm a be analytical. CJ, I love you. Don't DM me. You know, don't threaten me. Y'all don't threaten me. I'm just saying.
I agree with Ned because if you think about it, Ned actually brings up a good point. Have there actually been that many blowouts?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
No.
Mentality. Okay. Mentality blew us out.
Mentality blew out Bloodlines.
They blew us out by 19. They blew them out by 17. They pulled away from Flick and them. They blew Flick out in I think the preseason. No, that was Kings. Kings got blown out. But listen, bro, Kings got blown out by mentality. And all I'm saying, I'm basing it on what mentality has shown us. Whether it's a close game in the first half, they pull away. And there's no knock on Juice's team. I'm just going by and they got a great team. But I'm just saying, just based on, they just have so much talent, so many bodies to throw at you. What's the answer? There's no blueprint to beat them. There's no blueprint to beat them.
Here's my thing, because Darren and Aaron both mad at you in the comments.
Who?
Rat said we have not been blown out in the regular season.
Yeah, I mean they've only blown out one team. Well, they blew us out. Shit.
They blew us out. They blew somebody out.
They blew us.
But regardless of the fact though, they're a great team. They adjust well. They have too many bodies in and out. And again, 1 through 5, anybody can have a career night. And what I'm saying is, how do you beat them? You can't tell me how you can beat them. We can suggest or say
stats had them beat.
Well, they lost. But they lost.
Yeah. I mean, they're a great team, but we had them, and I contend that. So
well, all I'm saying is based on the first 2 games that we just outlined, I'm looking for career numbers. Somebody get on the phone with Guinness Sunday. Somebody get on the phone with Guinness Book of World Records for the people in the back.
Okay.
Because I'm just saying,
you being disrespectful.
No. It's all love. It's all love. You know, Hollywood gonna bring that flair. I'm gonna bring that flair, baby. But all I'm saying is, can somebody in the comments tell me how to beat mentality? Because like Floyd said, how can you beat me? What's the blueprint? It ain't no blueprint. We can come up with all suggestions, all the game plans. Can't nobody tell me how to beat mentality. And that's the truth.
I mean, there's definitely a blueprint, and as the team that's come the closest and played them the best, there's definitely a blueprint. Now,
okay,
you got to have certain personnel to do that, and I think Kenyon being there is a big start for them, right? Because he cleans the glass in the offensive glass. I'm really interested to see that Kenyon X battle. I think that's going to be big. If X can keep him off the glass, that'll go a long way. I need you to go for 20 this game. Had several conversations.
Look at my Kenyon.
No, I said Jew.
Oh yeah, no. I said if Jew,
it's got to be a Jew game.
I think Jew got to get 20. I think that's where you start.
if Jew and Ham go crazy, there's a chance. But it can't just be Jew scoring 20 or Ham score 20 and Jew don't show up. Them two guys, they're gonna have to be fire and ice. Chris Corchiani and Rodney Monroe. They're gonna have to, if you know anything about NC State. Hey, listen. I'm going back. Hey, listen. I'm showing my age.
Yeah, I was about to say you showing everybody you 57 years old.
Listen, stop. Fire and ice. If they can do that, they got a shot.
But I think the key matchup is Ham on Trigg.
That is.
That's the key matchup. If they guard each other, I don't know what John or Jew have, what they have. But that's the key matchup because Ham normally gets by everybody with ease for the most part. But Trigg is one of the best athletes in there, so that may present a different challenge for him. That's the key matchup. That's the swing matchup for me. Again, Kenyon being there to clean the glass. And I think for me, like Ned and them, they play us, bro. But yeah, the head of the snake is Melvin. See, y'all not gonna set me up tonight. The head of the snake is Melvin. So that's where contain John. Again, the stuff is out there how to do it, but it's easier said than done. They're a really well balanced team, and Dave and JR coached them very well. So, and like you said, you got Denari coming off the bench. You good, Aaron? So
we didn't even talk about Pollard.
Him too. You see what I'm saying? Like they got quality guys up and down, and they all play their role, and they fit very well with each other, right? So, I'm a pick mentality, but I would not be surprised at all if Jelly wins. Like not one bit. Not one bit. Not one bit. Jelly's really good, man.
Jelly's good. My concern with Jelly is that they're on a 2-game losing streak, and I don't know if they're pressing a little bit. Hopefully, they're not going to be pressing a little bit in terms of being uptight, trying to get off the schneid, right? Because I know that when we were on a losing streak, we got our first win. We were, I think, pressing on the schneid. We want to get that first win under our belt. Now they're on a 2-game losing streak. And again, and I don't want people to think I'm being disrespectful to Jelly. And I joke a lot, 75, 55. I'm joking. I think it'll be tighter than that, but I just think that I don't know if there's an. I was joking. I love Jew and them. Jew, my guy, I've been on Jew for years. But what I'm saying is that I don't know if there's a recipe to beat mentality. I just don't until they get beat. See it. I don't see them losing, and they remind me of UNLV in 1990. I just don't see him. Okay, Dom, I know you get. Dom was like, he tired of my shit, but I'm just saying, I just don't see them getting beat. I just don't see it. I just don't. Not right now. I'm a realist.
So you don't think your team could beat them?
Well, we didn't beat them.
No, I'm saying right now, if y'all were to play, you don't think your team could beat them?
Oh, we locked and loaded. We beat them by 30. We locked and loaded.
Okay, so I'm confused.
I know. I confused you, didn't I? Nah, I know. I'm all seriousness. I just think mentality is a different team, man. I just think they're, they've got to prepare. They start. They probably got the best starting 5 in the league. They're really good, man. And and it's okay to say that. They're just really, really good. You got to.
I don't disagree that they're. I mean, they're the best team in the league. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I just what I push back on a little bit is I do think there's a formula to beat them. I do.
Oh yeah, sure. There's a formula to beat everyone in that league.
Yeah.
Nobody's unbeatable.
So yeah, that's but again, and I think that I wonder who's gonna dictate pace. That's key for me. Right, because I think they play similarly, not exactly the same. Like Jelly doesn't use Kenyon like mentality uses X. I think honestly, Jake and CJ, they're gonna have to hit enough open shots. I think that's the thing. They're gonna have to hit enough open shots. They have to, because I think if they hit open shots, that opens the floor up. So then Jew and Ham and they can drive. I think that's very key. I think that's very important to their path to victory. That's just me though. They're gonna have to hit some shots. Did everybody pick the winner?
Mentality.
I got mentality. I got mentality. If Juwenham give me that Chris Corciani and Rodney Moreau performance,
Please stop.
well, I mean, hold on, that's with that great backcourt.
Yes.
Okay, what am I saying? What am I saying wrong? Okay,
I don't know. Maybe use a more modern reference.
okay, you might be right.
That's all.
You might be right. You might be right. But I got mentality winning.
Boston,
Okay.
close this thing out.
I got mentality too, but again, I don't think it's far fetched. They could absolutely win. Yeah, that's not far fetched at all. Not for me, at least. Game of the week: Bad News Bullies versus Team Flick. I'm not gonna comment on my team first.
Team Flick.
I mean, not Team Flick, Team Elite. My bad. Yeah, we went Flick, Tay. I mean, and partly because you, Kurt, and Chad's not gonna be there. So yeah, we did.
Well, I mean, yeah. When y'all running off to Houston to go party,
Right.
leave a team out to die.
That's exactly right.
Happy birthday to you, buddy. Happy fucking birthday.
Anyway, Team Elite, my bad. Y'all go first. I'll give my thoughts on the game after y'all give y'all thoughts. Go ahead.
Want me to go first, Damo?
Go ahead. Pre-planned trip my ass. Cap.
So Tay, Harton, Ashby, and you're going to you're leaving and not showing up for your team. Okay, your MVP run is over.
I started playing around that shit.
Right. But Team Elite Bullies, very interesting matchup, contrast and styles. I love the guard matchup. Jalen, Batman, Knight, Ned. And then you got the interior. You got Barry. You got Stats himself. You got Kennard. Great game. You got Matt coming off the bench. It's gonna be really. You got your guy Smoke.
Matt started.
They got your guy Smoke.
I think Matt starts.
Dion. For you guys, it's gonna be a great game. And I think for me, I don't know. Don't want to say anything. I don't know if I should even speak on it. And I apologize in advance. I don't know the Barry situation. I don't know. You know what I mean? So,
oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to speak on it, but I don't know. What that's like. You know what I mean? So, I can't really comment on that. I really can't make a comment on the game because the status is unclear. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I don't even know we should really talk about it, to be honest with you, because again,
I don't want to. I mean, we can talk about the game, but I don't want to talk.
But again, it's so incomplete though. I don't want to. I don't want to say he's going to play anything.
Barry said he's going to be there.
Huh?
Barry said he's going to be there.
You got a text from him?
No, he just put it up.
Oh, okay. What up, Barry? I didn't know. I can't see it. Okay, Barry. Okay. I didn't want to speak on it, Barry. So I want to be respectful, bro. So, okay. Well, then it changes for me. So it's gonna be a great game. And I just think again, for me, it starts with Barry. Is Lou gonna be there? Anybody know if Lou's gonna be there?
I don't know.
So I'm gonna go by
Mike
what
was in the comments earlier, so maybe he can answer.
So I'm gonna go for what I know. Lou's not gonna be there. I think it's gonna be a very good game. I really do. I think it's gonna be all about, again, Bullies got to hit shots.
He said he's gonna be there.
Who?
D Nice said Lou would be there.
Okay. Hold on. Let me go to the real analysis. Okay, let me go to the real analysis then. Let me go to the real analysis. Hey, Lou, 22-8. Listen, Lou's gonna be there. Barry's gonna be there. Hey, listen, that front court gonna combine for about 50 points. Listen, I got elite. Listen, shout out to Stats. Shout out to Jay Wright. But you got Ned on the defensive end. I got elite winning. Lou back. Barry gonna be there. Oh, listen, I got elite winning. Oh, Matt.
Hey, yo, Aaron.
Matt coming over the bench. Hey, listen, I got elite winning. 68-52. I got elite winning. So listen.
Oh my God.
Hey, listen, I just think Lou is a difference maker. Barry gonna be at that front court. We get to see them two in action. A complete roster in action. Hey, listen, Knight's gonna be inspired. Ned, he can hear everything. What they say? Put a comment. I can't see it. Hey, listen, I got Lou going for 22-8, baby. Lou, if you're out there, and he well rested. Hey, shout out to the bullies. I love them, but hey, elite. I got elite. They listen. They hearing all the noise about mentality, winning, and mentality this, mentality that, this, that, and the third. But Lou and Barry, hey, probably one of the best coaches in the league. 68-52. Go ahead.
I'm excited. I'm excited for that game. I actually hope Stats put together the game plan yesterday a little bit. So hopefully it works. You know, my two guys, Stats, my guy D Knight. You know, I'm excited. I'm excited to see that. You know, I got mixed feelings about it. Of course, I want my brothers. You know,
I want Stats to do good. I want Stats to get us to double. But hey,
like I said, I hope them put the game plan together. So, but man, I really don't know. I think that's gonna go down to the wire because they have a new addition to their team as well, who I think is gonna make a big difference in this game.
Dion.
Is Dion gonna be there?
As far as I know.
So I mean,
hey, Lou.
I don't know, man.
Lou is gonna be there. Lou gonna be there. 22-8.
I'm a
22-8 for Lou, 29-7 for Barry. Listen,
I don't think those are gonna be the numbers, but
hey, listen, I think both of them about to go off.
I think Elite has a better roster on paper. And I think they haven't been together longer because they're just getting Lou back. I'm gonna go with Elite in a close one. I'm gonna say it's a 59-58 1 point win.
I'm just waiting for y'all to be done.
He is seething over there.
No, I'm not. I'm not upset. Well, first of all, I'm picking my team to win. I'm not gonna pick them.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, why would I do that?
That would be pretty insane.
Yeah. You know, I paid the respect to them that they deserve. The scouting report was done last night. Full detailed scouting report. You know, I think it's going to be a good matchup, and I think we're going to win. Like, you know, I think that, you know, me having some institutional knowledge of all of the players, I think that helps us a lot. You know, Dion being there is a big addition for us, and I think that I actually think that we match up very, very well with them, despite what Mike may think. I think we match up with them very, very well, and I think we're gonna show it on Sunday. I'm not gonna give anybody any bulletin board material. I just, you know, I just think that I'm just saying I'm looking extremely forward to this matchup. That's what I'll say. I'm looking extremely forward to the matchup, and may the best team win. That that's all I can say. I'm not gonna give away the scouting report or the game plan and none of that, but I usually do my game plans later in the week, but this week, the game plan was done early. So I'm focused, my team is focused, we ready, we hungry, we looking to come away with a win on Sunday. Game of the week, guys hyped, guys ready. So again, no bulletin board material, but I'm extremely hyped for this matchup.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a great game, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be a good game, but I think
you just said it was gonna be a fucking blowout. So
I said 68-52. That ain't a blowout. We're gonna pull away late.
16-point win. What are you talking about?
Oh, okay. Okay. We're gonna force my hand up. I mean, Lou's gonna dominate the paint area. Barry's gonna dominate the paint area. They're gonna combine. They're gonna about to Kawhi and PG.
Did y'all have any more thoughts before we move on? Because y'all really trying to get me.
Y'all. There's only one guy who's just been saying.
Okay, crazy. Yeah, Mike trying to get me to say some
crazy shit the entire time.
I ain't gonna do it. I don't disrespect my opponents.
I ain't say you gotta disrespect your opponents, but all I'm saying is that that roster they have is really, really good, and then we go to the coaches. Who has the coaching advantage? The young lady, she's been excellent owning up out there. She got that clipboard. She won one of them sets.
Stats is a breakout game for Stats.
I like Coach Tay a lot, so I'm not. I like my coach too. So like, I'm not going
25-10 for Stats.
So like, I like Coach Tay. What's up, New? I like Coach Tay for them. She does a really good job, and she gets them playing hard, and they listen to her too. So yeah, man, that's a great team over there. That's a great team, but we're a great team too. And I'm not gonna get no bulletin board material, but now here's your chance to get some bulletin board material, because the last game of the week is Team Sky versus Team Kings. Both teams 1-3 at this point in the season, or I'm sorry, Kings haven't won yet. Sky 1-3. I actually want to give my thoughts on this game first, if y'all don't mind.
Go right ahead.
Again, for Aaron's team, it's gonna hey mom, y'all, that's my mom in the comments. Y'all say hey to my mom.
Hey.
Mama Turner, how you doing?
What's going on? Your son acting up.
No, don't tell her that, because I didn't actually do anything.
Tomorrow your birthday, right? Tomorrow.
Birthday boy, Stats' birthday tomorrow. I want everybody up here to wish him a happy birthday.
Hey, Miss Turner, you should get Stats a geese.
Stats is turning 49 years of age.
49 years old. You should get him a geese. Or was that a duck?
Appreciate you, Jase. Appreciate you, New. First of all, and I can't cuss now that I know my mom's watching, but I'm not no GD 49 years old. I'm not no. By the way, one of my passengers today actually said I looked like I was in college. I was like, bro, what?
Did she have a service? Did she have a service dog with her? Because that would explain a lot.
No. Actually, she was with her boyfriend,
okay,
or her husband.
Where were you taking them?
I don't want to say where I'm taking them, but
hotel.
No.
Eastern State.
Right.
But no, I'll be 41 tomorrow. I'm not a big birthday person. I'm just thankful and glad to be here. So
you don't want no cake?
No, I do not.
Of any kind?
So Team Sky and Team Kings.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with no cake, brother.
I'm sure you know.
You just saying, bro.
You know.
Go ahead.
Nah, I think this is going to be a very, very interesting game, man. Again, as I've said all season, The key for Kings is, are they going to leverage their size? Again, you know, they have good players over there. I don't necessarily think they're being used properly. I think that would be the best place to start. Are you going, because then you got Dante, you can go small if you choose to do that. You know what I mean? You don't have to play all bigs. Kings got to get some ball movement. What's going to be interesting with this, like Kings will run selectively, but y'all play slow too. Now y'all got Cam, now y'all got Super, y'all got guys to push the pace. I think this is actually going to be a sneakingly good game. I really do. Kings desperate for a win. Y'all got y'all new additions in Cam and Super. Cam specifically looked really good 2 Sundays ago. I guess my question is, and I'm just thinking out loud, y'all don't have to answer, but like, what y'all gonna do with Mook if they decide to actually use him? And like, how are y'all? I guess Damo's on DJ. I don't know. I don't want to give y'all game plan. You don't got to answer that because I don't even know y'all game plan. I'm actually gonna pick Kings in a close one. I think the desperation of them trying to get a win. And again, I think Mike, Damo, I think y'all still why you very stupid, man. And again, thanks again, Mom. I love you. I think that desperation is going to win. I think, and I would say if this game was a week later with Cam and Super, like in week 3, I would pick y'all. But I think that y'all still are integrating them and getting the feel out for everybody. But I think that the Kings win in a really close one. Really close one.
Want me to go, Damo?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I respect Stats, his outcome of the game. He's picking Kings. And I think that of course I'm picking our team. I think Cam, the addition of Cam and Super Marius. I think
my bad. I'm sorry, Mike. I don't mean to cut you off. I forgot about Marius. My bad. And Marius has been really good for y'all. So my apologies, Marius.
So does that change your pick?
No, I mean, again, I still think that y'all are feeling each other out. That's why I said if it was a week later, it would have included Marius in that too. But he's kind of plug and play too, because he's a 3-and-D guy. Those guys fit anywhere. Like, he's been really good for y'all. But yeah, I still think the Kings in a close one. But I mean, Marius is really good. He's been really good for y'all specifically.
I think for us, and again, I respect your analysis on that. I just think that for us, I think that Cam and Super and Marius has been really, really huge for us in terms of play, especially offensively. And the Super's been active. We're going to see a lot of Super on Sunday. Damo has been absolutely spectacular the last couple of games. Cam, and I expect a huge game from Cam. Damo, I just think that there's some things on the King side that I've seen via tape.
You watched some film?
Yeah, I watched a little bit. Just like I told you all about Jokic and the numbers and stuff. I've been going back looking, and there's some things on the King side that I can see that we can exploit. And I think people that are picking the Kings, I'll be warn you. You definitely watch the tape. Aaron's my brother. I love him. Been knowing him for years. I've been DJ, Mook, those guys. We're friends. And but again, there's some things that Team Sky can do from a scheme standpoint. That's favorable. And all I know is that I expect a big game from Team Sky. I expect my guys to rise to the occasion. Again, we haven't played a lot, but I think those guys are familiar with each other's game. Cam is absolutely brilliant, high basketball IQ, just a heady point guard. You know what you're gonna get from Damo, Henry, I just think that we're gonna come to play. This is the final stretch of the season. This is the last anchor of the season. We're gonna be ready, and I just think that we're gonna put forth the effort. This, and I would be surprised if we don't put a complete game come Sunday. And I think we're gonna put forth the effort, and of course I'm picking my guys, and I will give a score, but I'm not gonna give a score. I'm gonna give a score anyway. I'm gonna give a score. Down, should I give a score? Because I can don't give a score. Okay, I'm gonna give a score. All right, good. I'm ready to get a score.
I mean, of course, I think we're gonna win. I'm not gonna say we're not gonna win. So, I definitely think Team Sky wins this game. But I think it'll be a good game. They're searching for their first win. They got some great players, that I respect.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially Aaron and Ron,
DJ
as well.
Yeah.
So
good players.
Yeah, some great players, man. So
Cam gonna be there too, I believe.
Oh, Tay as well. So
yeah, Tay and Tay. That's a big addition right there.
It's gonna be a tough game, bro.
Yeah. Tough game.
It's gonna be a tough game. It'll probably go down to the wire. I know they're hungry for their first win. We're hungry to try to figure it out and get some consistency going. And we looking to bounce back from a tough one that we ended up losing last week that we should have won. So
yeah, by 3, 2 or 3.
Yeah, lost by 3, man.
Right.
So, we'll see, man. We'll see Sunday. But of course, I got us winning in a tough game. But I think we'll edge it out and get the W.
Absolutely. But good luck to the Kings, though. Looking forward. It always feels good, or when you're going against your your brothers, of course. So this is a little special going against Aaron, for sure. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I think this is going to be a sneaky underrated game. I really do. I really do. That's funny.
What do you say?
No, that's funny. Yeah, I think this is going to be a sneaky underrated good game. I really do. Y'all look different with Cam and Super, but especially Cam. Y'all look different with him.
Yeah.
And Marius too.
Marius too, yeah.
So
I'm gonna let those guys play, man. Sometimes you can overcoach. I'm gonna let those guys play, man. And like I said, man, I just feel really, really good about this team, man. I really do. I'm expecting big things, man.
Love you too, bro.
Love you too, bro. But I'm definitely looking to cut down the Brotherhood League nets. You know what I'm saying? Get to the championship game, baby. Listen, I feel good about this team, man. I do. So we shall see. Hey, man. Hey, I'm feeling good, man. Hollywood going for another chip. We good, bro. We good.
Hollywood Hall.
Yeah, Hollywood Hall, baby. You know what I'm saying? Hollywood Hall, baby. We gonna get one, baby.
Hollywood Hall, baby.
We gonna get one, baby. You know what I'm saying? I got some wrinkles I'm gonna throw in defensively, offensively. I got a lot of sets. Listen, all right. We gonna see.
Okay. You lost me when you said that you was gonna run some sets. That's when I was like, okay. Like, it's delusional talk, but you supposed to think you're going to win, cool. But then you lost me when you talking about running set.
Okay.
I ain't going to be out there. We're trying to run BOB plays.
Hey, listen, man. But I got some plays, bro. Trust me. Might run a little press, hey, man, I got some stuff, bro. I'm trying to say.
Be out there. Pick the picker.
Hey, man, listen, man. I'm telling you, man, might be my best coaching job of my career. Let's see.
I ain't gonna be out there. Indiana. We'll be like, what the fuck is Indiana?
Hey, man, listen. I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be ready though.
Yeah, I mean, four good games, man. Just everybody pull up. We love to have y'all, man.
Hey.
Also, y'all stick around for this playoff talk, man. We're going to talk NBA playoffs now. Before we go, we going to Wolves, Nuggets right away.
Yes.
Okay. Wolves, Nuggets. Nuggets won game 5 yesterday. Now they have a 3-2 lead in the series. Nikola Jokic went off yesterday. 40 points, 13 assists, 7 rebounds, no turnovers. You know, there's been some legacy talk with him, and we'll get to that later. But just his performance yesterday, dominant performance on offense. First of all, and we could talk about Rudy Gobert too, and Anthony Edwards. But where do you go now if you're the Timberwolves, y'all? Like, what wrinkles, what adjustments can you make? Because one thing that Denver was doing, because Gobert was roaming, so they were having Jokic initiate as the ball handler to get the switch on to him. And was going to work that way. Mike Malone switching up his game plans every week. Game 4 was ISO or post Aaron Gordon. Now they're trying to get Jokic onto Gobert. If you're Chris Finch, what can you do to even this series back up going home to Minnesota?
Well, Dom, you want to go first?
Sure. I think you know, I know you're gonna hate this stats, but I think the only answer is, man, you gotta get Gobert off the floor, bro. Gotta get him off the floor, man. I mean, he's getting killed down there, and then he's slowing down the offense as well. Like, I mean, I just think, you know, you probably need to go a little smaller, man. Like, I think you got to get him off the floor. He's literally giving you nothing, bro, at this point.
Well, that's not true. He did go 7 for 7 yesterday. He had 18 points and 11 rebounds. So that is not entirely accurate.
Okay. He's not giving you, you know, he's not giving you what you expect. He's getting killed on the defensive end. Granted, some of that has to do with it. It's just Nikola Jokic. At the end of the day, I mean, he's the best player in the world. But at the same time, it's just like, bro. I mean, he's out there just getting. I mean, he's getting bullied, man. Like, it's straight bully ball, bro. Like, he's just backing him down, bodying him, and it's just. I mean, it's just easy. Like, he's just walking right into shit. So, ultimately, I think the series is probably over now. I think Denver probably goes and closes this thing out tomorrow, and they move on to the Western Conference Finals to await Dallas or OKC, which I kind of feel like it's going to be Oklahoma City. Sorry, Ned.
This is insane. So you done, Dom? My bad, bro.
Yeah, go ahead.
So here's the deal. So you say take Gobert off the floor. I get it. He's getting killed down there, and just for the record, and I always bring up the word recency bias, and I always say, well, yeah, you know, when someone does good, we forget about yesterday and the day before that. So Rudy Gobert is holding Jokic before last night at 39% field goal percent. You know, field goal percent.
9 against Jokic.
Huh?
He was 8 for 9 against Jokic.
No. I'm talking about Rudy Gobert was holding Jokic at 39% shooting. And then last night, Jokic goes up for 40. And what I'm saying is that we forget that because we see the 40-point performance. So when you say, let's take Rudy at the floor, maybe in stretches, maybe, but I just think that Jokic just had a great night. I don't think Rudy has done absolutely bad. I think the numbers are glaring when it comes to, because now that Denver's winning. So now we look at the game differently. But in its totality, I don't think Gobert has done bad. Gobert has played how many games? Because he missed one, right, due to his daughter, right? Right. He missed how many?
He missed one. He missed game 2.
So he hasn't played bad defensively. I just think that what has happened is that Minnesota's youth is showing. I think that they may have underestimated Denver, the heart of a champion, and I just think that Mike Malone has made some adjustments. I love what he did last night against Ant. I just think that, you know.
Can you explain that, Coach Mike, what he did to Anthony Edwards?
Well, he blitzed him. He blitzed Ant. If I recall, he blitzed Ant within the first 4 games. He blitzed him a total of 20 times. Last night he blitzed him 29 times in one game.
Yeah.
Who's that? Ant?
Yeah. So that's some perspective there that Hollywood just gave you. So he basically said, and that's respect to Ant, because he said Ant can beat us. Ant can beat us with all this Jordan narrative stuff, this that floating around. Mike Malone felt like Ant can beat us. Ant in the game prior to that dropped 44 points in a loss. So Ant can do it. He just needs the other guys to help him. I think Minnesota got to go all out. You can't double Jokic like you could double Ant, because Jokic's going to find open man. And I think Denver's just too good. They're going to knock down shots. I just think they need more from the others, like Cat. They need more from Conley. They need more from the other guys, right?
Conley didn't even play. He was hurt.
Who?
Conley didn't play.
Well, I know he didn't play, but I'm just saying if he's going to play, I'm sure he's going to play this game. I'm sure he's going to play this game. I don't know what his status is, but what I'm saying is they need help from other guys. They need Cat to be big, to play big. Like Cat, you know, the 20 points, 10 rebounds, stuff. Cat needs to go for a 40-piece, 30-piece. He needs to be active in the game. But right now,
Mike Conley is officially questionable, by the way.
Who's their backup?
Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Well, I got Minnesota winning Game 6. Just because I won a Game 7.
Okay.
But but again, I'm not gonna be surprised if Denver wins. So
yeah, they're gonna close this thing out.
Yeah. I just don't know what Minnesota can do. Because I think Denver has momentum, clearly, and that matters. But go ahead, Stats.
Few things for me. Yes, blitzing Anthony Edwards is a sign of respect, but it's also a sign of things that he needs to work on his game.
How so?
With the playmaking vision, seeing the blitz come, and then getting rid of the ball and moving it, and then going to get it back while the defense is still scrambled. But he's young; he'll get that. So that's more of a bug than a flaw. You feel what I'm saying? Because he's young.
Right.
If I'm Minnesota, they can't concede that Gobert switch with Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
They either got to fight harder to get through it or just completely go under the screen, but you can't switch it.
Can't switch it, right?
Can't switch it. Taking Gobert off the floor, I think there's something to that. But honestly, bro, like, I think what's fascinating is Jokic hit a lot of tough shots over great defense. Now, not all of them were tough, but some of them were.
Right.
Like, and he made them. That's Nikola Jokic. Like, what else can you do?
Right.
Like, I don't, there's a path to doubling Jokic and digging down.
Right.
That causes him problems, but it cannot be from Rudy Gobert because Aaron Gordon's going to cut behind that.
Right.
So maybe do that when Gordon's not on the court.
Right.
Maybe, but they're smart. Christian Braun shoots 37%, but I believe it's on lower volume. But they put him one pass away. Honestly, you're just going to be in scramble mode all game.
Right.
I think because he bullies Cat and Naz Reid. I mean, Nikola Jokic is just really, really strong. So, like, unless you're, a bigger body, like I put the stats in there today about who defends him the best. Ivica Zubac from the Clippers defends him the best. I know I fucked that up, Damo, completely. But Zubac from the Clippers defends him the best.
That's all you had to say, bro. I don't even know why you try to say his first name.
Because I'm big on names, man. I try to get his name right. I try to get people's names
Never
right.
say his first name. Nobody calls him by his first name.
but he defends him the best on isolation and post ups. And Yusuf Nurkic was second. But to me, it's just like he can't have 40 points and 13 assists.
Right.
At this point, you're going to have to pencil him in for at least 27 on high efficiency at this point.
Right.
You're going to have to pencil him in for that. So, like, you're just going to have to keep your rotations are going to have to be buttoned up. Don't lose game plan discipline because they're going to hit shots. Anthony Edwards has to be better. Conley, I think Conley not being there hurt him because Anthony Edwards is not it is not, it is not, doesn't have the playmaking vision yet. You know what I mean? That, that primary ball handlers need going deeper to the playoffs. I do think it's over too. I wouldn't be surprised if Minnesota, if Minnesota pushes it to a game 7, but it's hard to see the path from this point.
I can understand that.
It's hard to see the path.
It's over, baby. Stick a fork in him.
Now the Nikola Jokic. First of all, are we going to address the Rudy Gobert slander? Or are we leaving that alone?
What was that? I didn't catch the Rudy.
That the DPOY is fraudulent.
Yeah. I think at some point we're just piling on Rudy.
Okay, I'm cool.
I just think that I think it's easiest for us to attack Rudy because he sometimes acts a little goofy and there's been things that he's a bad teammate, but I think the DPOY stuff is legit, bro.
I have many reasons not to like Rudy Gobert.
We do, but I think his on-court play is, in terms of from a defensive standpoint, that stats has outlined many times. I think is valid. I mean, he's a great defensive player. I just think that sometimes people's distractions can basically outweigh their play on the court, and I just think that's the same thing with him. And I just think, he's deserving. Have he gotten a little oversaturated with Rudy Gobert in Defensive Player of the Year? Maybe.
No.
I think Wemby should have won it this year, but
I had AD.
Well, I mean, AD is a great choice too as well, but I think AD has been. I'm not gonna say. I think AB has this moniker on him that he's soft in some instances, and I think AD needs to string up a couple of years in a row where he's not as injured, and sometimes your reputation can follow you. And I just think that that's what it is. He's missed games. Rudy, to a degree, hasn't. And I think that plays that, the media or the people that's voting looks at that. So I think AD needs to string up another great season next year and maybe one after that. Then you may see those awards pile up. So that's what you think about that. Am I way off base?
In terms of?
Just in terms of, like Damo said, AD, Defensive Player of the Year. And I just think that your reputation precedes you. And I just think that AD has a reputation of being soft, and you have to string up multiple years.
He's string up multiple years of where he's played at.
He's missed a lot of games.
Defensive Player of the Year, caliber player, bro. He should have at least one, man.
I would say that maybe one, but I just think that sometimes your reputation precedes you. I just think about some of the guys that haven't won MVP that you think they should have won MVP. I think Rudy's gotten oversaturated. We're oversaturated on Rudy, to be honest with you, and that happened. I think LeBron not winning multiple MVPs. He got 4. LeBron should have 7 or 8, but the media, you get oversaturated. I don't know why that's not the case with Rudy. I don't think they look at the defensive player of the year as they do MVPs. But Rudy got 4. Is he deserving? I think he is. But, it's going to be hard. Someone's going to be hard pressed to beat Rudy. I think Wemby's coming. But we'll see. So,
but that's the inherent nature of awards in general, and why I don't weigh them heavily at all in my analysis of players. Like
Okay.
I think there was 4 players who played at the defensive player of the year level. Only one of them could win it, right? So
Right.
Rudy, Bam, AD, and Wemby. Like all of them were legitimate choices to me.
Right.
All of them were. So for me, they played at the defensive player of the year level. I'm perfectly okay with that. Like y'all know, I'm a huge Rudy Gobert fan. I'm a huge AD fan. So I would have been fine if either one of them won it. You know what I mean? But again, if people are allowing their personal biases and like we saw with the voting for our awards, like
Right.
you know, and that's fine, but that's the nature of awards in general. Everybody values different things. So
Right.
yeah, you know, I don't think we're oversaturated on it because he plays at the defensive player of the year level. I think he just
But you
is
don't think
going against Jokic, and Jokic really kind of does this to everybody. That's not an indictment on Rudy winning the award. That at some point,
you don't get tired, but you don't think, I'm sorry to cut you off, but you don't think people get tired of the same person winning?
well, people do get tired of
I
greatness. We
think
see that.
that happened with LeBron. I think that happened
I
with
was going to
LeBron.
say people do get tired of greatness. We see that with LeBron. We're not used to players being great this long. We're not. And then the media.
Who was giving the MVP that LeBron should have got?
Now I'm not saying that. I didn't touch that part.
LeBron should have won it multiple. LeBron won it 4 times. But he could have won it 5, 6, 7 times because he had MVP caliber seasons. And I just think the media just got tired. Said, okay, let's give it to somebody else.
I'm asking you when I was in that time frame.
I have to go back and look, but around that time, it was like, okay, LeBron won the last one. Can LeBron win it again? And I think when was the last time LeBron won it? Because I think
13.
13. 13.
And the next winner after that was who?
D Wade, not D Wade, but D Rose won it in what? 2011.
11.
I think that one should have went to him or KD.
I would say Dwight, LeBron or Dwight before KD. But
well, no, KD. I think KD finished third in the race or second in the race that year.
I actually think Kobe finished third in the race. No, LeBron actually finished third. Dwight was second.
Oh, well, Dwight, that's fair.
Hey, cuz, yeah, I mean, but and that goes to the Nikola Jokic topic. We had an interesting conversation in our chat today. Is Nikola Jokic underrated? I kind of think he is. I don't personally think he's underrated. I don't. But I think a 3-time MVP should have much more fanfare than he does. Like, people talk about a lot of players more than they talk about him. They talk about Anthony Edwards more than him. And Anthony Edwards is a great player. But Jokic is a 3-time MVP. I think that, to me, and Anthony, I mean, we know why Anthony Edwards is a great player, so we should talk about him. But the forced MJ comparisons have constantly people talking about it. And it's not saying that people shouldn't talk about him, but I just think a 3-time MVP should be talked about and discussed more. That's all.
I mean, I honestly don't know why you keep saying that, bro. I really don't. I mean, he's not talked about the way you want him to be talked about simply because he just doesn't show his face, man. I mean, the guy doesn't even live in America, for Christ's sake. I mean, what are we talking about? What are we doing? He doesn't even live in America, bro. After the season's over, he's on the first flight back to Serbia to a farm to raise horses.
20 of them.
Like what do they get out of that? This is about money. The media talking about him and things of that nature, or him his face being plastered everywhere or being talked about all the time. This comes down to money. Nikola Jokic is not a moneymaker, and when it comes to that category. And it's mainly because of his fault. It's mainly on him. If he don't want to be in that spotlight, he don't want to be in that spotlight. I respect that. But I mean, if you don't want that, you can't expect the things that come with that, bro. I think he's chosen that life, and I think he's okay with it. I don't think he's underrated. I don't think he's underrated.
I don't think you.
If we say these awards are media driven, then and he's won 3 out of the last 4 MVPs. I just don't think you can say the guy's underrated, man. Like
I think Damo hit the nail on the head. I think like when you say a guy's underrated, like you ask a player, you ask a you ask a fan, hey, is this player underrated? And they're gonna say yes or no, are they underrated? And they're gonna automatically think on court play. So when you say it's Nikola Jokic underrated, they're gonna tell you no, but they're gonna base it on court play, right? They're not gonna say he's underrated because he basically don't have commercials or he's not plastered all over the billboards. So when you say he's underrated,
He actually does have some. He does have commercials with him and him.
but
And
what I'm saying is just based on what Stats point is like he's saying he's underrated,
right.
but I'm like, how is he underrated? So if you ask if you ask any casual NBA fan, is Jokic underrated? They're gonna tell you no, he isn't.
Absolutely not.
And you're saying that because of the NBA marketability, and I think that's a little bit irresponsible for you to say that because again, is he underrated? No.
I actually think the casuals would. I think the casuals. I mean, well, not the casuals. But that's part of the issue. I don't think the casuals really know him.
So here's the thing. Let me ask you this.
Hard not to know who he is.
Hold on, Damo. If you ask a fan and say, "Hey, is Nikola Jokic underrated?" They're going to say no because he has 3 MVPs. They're not going to.
Or they may say who is Nikola Jokic.
No. But that doesn't make him underrated. It just so let me finish. They're going to say no. He got 3 MVPs. They're not going to say he's underrated because he don't have a lot of commercials. They're not going to do that, Stats.
It's not just about commercials.
Okay, what else is it about? It's marketability.
It's about all of it, the entire picture. So for me, I think he's kind of underrated. And listen, there are some people, and this isn't as big of a majority, but there are some people who aren't big fans of his game. And again, that it's subjective.
That has nothing to do with him being underrated. I mean, that means they're just not a fan.
No, but what I'm saying is they don't think that he deserved 3 MVPs.
But they do think he deserved at least 2.
Right.
At least 2. But there's difference between 2 and 3 because now when you get 3, I think there's only 9 players in NBA history who have 3.
But then how many NBA in history have 2? Not a whole lot.
A lot more.
But not a whole lot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not a whole lot of players win MVP anyway.
So that's what I'm saying. We're making, though. That's the point we're making. That's like there's not a whole lot of people that's won 2. And how can you be underrated when you are a 3-time MVP, when you are Finals MVP,
you're being rewarded for your play.
Arguably, you're going to be probably listed as a top 10 player of all time.
Okay, I asked y'all, do y'all think Moses Malone is underrated?
What did I tell you? I said no.
No, he's not overrated. No, he's not underrated. No,
for his time,
he's one of the best. He's one of the best centers of all time. He's not underrated.
And I don't even know that the award was media driven back then. I think it was voted on by the players and the coaches.
But that's what I'm saying. Again, it's not just the media. I don't think.
So what is it?
I don't think as a 3-time MVP. And as great as he is, I don't think that he gets the love and respect that he deserves. I don't.
From who?
We talk about players more. We watch players more. We like players, not us 3, but just as a general consensus, who aren't nearly as good as him. Like so. And this is kind of like the Tim Duncan thing. Tim Duncan is one of the people with 2 MVPs.
Oh, Tim Duncan?
Yes. And I think Tim Duncan's underrated. I do.
But again, I mean, you saying that we talk about these other guys that aren't as good as him, there's a reason for that. There's nothing. I mean, how much can you talk about the guy when all of the guys that they talk about are seen? And they are, people. They're engaged for the most part. Nikola Jokic is not engaged in any of this stuff, bro. Like I said, once the season is over, he's out of sight, out of mind, bro. He just shows up when it's time to go again.
But isn't that most players though?
No.
Like because
When
like,
Steph-
a lot of players aren't necessarily talked about. Not talking about LeBron, but a lot of players aren't necessarily talked about during the NBA offseason either.
Okay, so I'll give you an example. Steph Curry is engaged. Steph Curry in the offseason, he's doing golf tournaments and stuff like that. That's being played on TV. Like you see Steph around.
Again,
You see
Steph is different. Steph is different.
Well,
Okay, Kevin Durant. What about Kevin Durant?
you see Kevin Durant around too. You see Kevin Durant around. You see Kevin Durant engaging with people, whether it be good or bad, on social media. You see Kevin Durant going to concerts. You see Kevin Durant. You see Kevin Durant engaging with other celebrities when he's at Travis Scott concerts with James Harden and Lil Baby and all these people. Like he's engaged, bro. He's seen. He's around. We don't have any coverage of Nikola Jokic in fucking Serbia. He's not on social media. He's not doing any of that stuff. I just don't know how you think that he can get the same amount of coverage when he's not making himself accessible, not even a little bit.
I think for me, I just have this inherent belief that superstars of his ilk are all underrated anyway. For what they do for their teams, what that kind of thing. So that might just be a me thing.
Right.
I believe that players at that level, none of them get the love and respect that they deserve. I don't think any of them do. So, did y'all have any more playoff discussion? Did y'all want to talk Mavs Thunder or Celtics just not the Cavs? They're going to the Eastern Conference Finals now, right?
No, we're past time.
Celtics are in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Okay.
I think they're probably going to be playing the Knicks.
Now we're past time. Any other night, like we got 35 more minutes till 2 hours. Yeah, I'm tired.
See, look at you.
Yeah, I'm over here faded. So, Brotherhood Hoop League, week 5. Y'all pull up Sunday 9 a.m. Man. Any thoughts, Mike, Damo?
Nah, man. Appreciate everybody coming out. Look forward to seeing y'all Sunday.
Absolutely.
All right. For stretching his absence, Hollywood Mike, Damo the Disciple, I'm Statman AJT. Like and subscribe to the Number Streets podcast. Oh, before I go, shout out to our sponsors too. Virginia Villains, 12975, Suite 101, Newport News, Virginia. Y'all go check Sick out and Finesse Dress, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Y'all check them out too. Statman AJT, we out.
Peace.